Look, it's Friday. I ain't want to try to come out here to South Park on damn Friday shit. Look, let me tell you something. Friday, I'm trying to get out this cowboy hat. I'm trying to get out these clothes, put my hair bonnet on, you know what I mean? Get me some good to eat and relax. And smoke a cigar. You understand what I'm saying, sis? But I can't do that when the people needs me and needs my sis, who's the bulldog, which is the bulldog attorney. We rock together, you know? And so we both trying to chill on Friday, but we can't chill when something is actually happening. You know? Like, y'all gotta chill out, man. Like, jeez. Look, when you get a lawyer, do what the lawyer tell you to do, baby. Do what the lawyer tell you to do. I'm not gonna have nobody on the team with me who's gonna just mess over you. Because last I checked, she charged about $500 an hour, and she doing it for free.
Helping you.
And
we know it feels uncomfortable. It's like a roller coaster. Nobody feels good. You feel uneasy. It's anxiety. I'm riding with you, though. Let me take the stress. Just do what I'm asking you to do. If it's going to feel uneasy, you're not going to like it. But we're going to get what we need in the end, and that's all it's about.
That's right. Because we got a team. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not dealing with no team with jokers running around here trying to weaponize your apartment complex because you know you ain't paid your rent. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to find that, and if I find that, I'm going to call your ass out. So don't do it.
Right. You know? And apartment managers like this will tell you how to do it right. You know? But you got to do it right. No, you don't have to take the fact that they're not fixing your thing and your item. But she's correct. Okay, you have to put everything in writing. One thing you don't like to do is put things in writing. You have to give them time to cure. And this is another thing that I tell people a lot. It's called cure. C-U-R-E, cure. Fix it. Give them time to fix it. They got 30 days. It's a reasonable amount of time. Now, if it's going to be something very intense, it has to deal with the structural integrity. They're going to maneuver and they're going to move you. Move. Quit stressing. Oh, I don't want to be over here. I don't want to be in the hotel. I want to be in there. I don't want that apartment. No, they're curing. Give them the ability to do what they need to do so that they can put you in the apartment that you need to be in so that they can fix your home. Another thing we like to do is be reasonable. Be reasonable.
But what they got to understand is this. If I bring this bulldog to help you, listen to what she says. Because what's going to happen, they're going to try to come to you without coming to her, right? And they're going to try to bribe you to try to get a whole nother deal versus dealing with her directly where you can get more than what they're trying to give you. Mm-hmm. So everybody that's on here, you got an issue with your apartment. Don't have me bring my bulldog over here to help you and you don't listen.
Stand up.
Period. Because we don't have time for this shit. We ain't getting paid for this. We helping y'all. That's what we doing. Because this sis right here has a whole caseload. Federal, state, and local. You know what I mean? She came out on the strength of me. So if she coming out on the strength of me to help you, listen to what she's saying. Because we had some people that wouldn't want to listen, and you couldn't get more than what you really was supposed to get.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, y'all, I'm just going to be straight up. Y'all know I don't bite my tongue. It's some bullshit going on here. Because at the end of the day, it's somebody that's behind a big desk that's trying to shut this down so they can try to create and, shall I say, regentrification, some stuff here. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to get to the bottom of this crap. Because at the end of the day, we know, and y'all can go back and look at Grizzy's videos as well as mine, that this specific agency, Eureka, has been making changes and trying to get stuff done. So I'm not understanding why all of a sudden now that you want to not give them a contract. Okay? Well, I'm just going to be real about it. The reason why you don't want to get their ass a goddamn contract because your bitch asses want to run around here and turn around and try to gentrify Scott and Yellowstone. Mm-hmm. And we're not going to allow you to do that because these people right now cannot go, if they get a voucher and they probably got some stuff on their record, they can't go and get another apartment, y'all. Let's just be real. If they got a criminal history, they can't go and get another record. So it's like, yo, quit playing games. But guess what? I'm going to get to the bottom of that and I'm going to find out who in the city is involved with that stuff, because I'm going to wring your ass, and I mean it. That part right there.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You look like you are passionate about the issue here. Could you step over here? Just
I sure can. I want to make sure you give me, girl, because
I'll
I'm
make
cute.
you look good.
Yeah.
okay. That's just for the record. We know you wear a lot of hats. What is your name and title that you're coming in this capacity?
Okay, I am the National Minister of Politics for the New Black Panther Nation. And this information was brought to us actually it was brought to us a couple months ago, and then it was emphasized on yesterday. And so when it got to a point where it was 150 residents that's going to be homeless in this place, that's a problem. That's a serious problem. Yes.
What message do you? Because I was speaking to one of the property managers who. She's not going to be affected. She's still not in a place to live, but she's really passionate, just like you are, about making sure that the people that she's worked with and that she's had all along here are able to have a place to stay. But what do you want to say to the Houston Housing Authority, who you believe is kind of behind their ending the contract? So they are a very big part of this. What do you want to say to them?
Well, I'm just going to let the Houston Housing Authority know I'm going to flush you out, because we have some of you that was involved in that federal investigation that the feds got going on with you all right now. And then what I find very interesting is that now all of a sudden you do not want to grant this specific agency, which is Eureka, a contract. So my question is, who is behind the big desk? Because I'm going to come for you, and I'm going to bring that hammer of accountability on your behind. Because at the end of the day, these people that are here, these are human beings. These are people that you can give them a voucher, but they may have a history with their apartment history where they can't rent another apartment. They may have a history with criminal backgrounds. And so now you want to add to the homeless population because you want to do something else. You're not going to do it on our watch. So I want you to understand that. And the Houston Housing Authority, I'm not about to play with you, and I'm not about to play with anybody else that's coming in here trying to disenfranchise people of color. That's what we're not going to do.
I was speaking to one of the employees who said that the HHA's reason for not renewing the contract was because they deemed it inhabitable. But she also said that the city of Houston, which has inspectors and the health department that comes out and makes those calls, has not come and condemned this place. It's still inhabitable as far as the city itself is concerned, because we know HHA is its own entity.
Right.
So the city, we've seen go and condemn Sterling or make violations apparent at Sterlingshire, Timber Ridge. They haven't done that here. So it's not, it seems in her eyes that it's not lining up based off of the fact that it is still inhabitable according to the city, and they're saying it's not.
And you know what? She's absolutely right, because, again, we dealt with Sterlingshire. You know, this is the same company that owns Sterlingshire. And these people with this specific company, they made it very clear and hold their end of the word. We even came out here months ago where they were actually making changes here to try to get things in perspective for the people that live here. So it really appears to me it's somebody that's behind a big desk who I'm about to throw that hammer of accountability on. Because at the end of the day, one thing I don't play about is my people, and I don't play about my people being homeless. That's what we're not going to do. So again, what I'm on at this point right now, why all of a sudden now? Why all of a sudden we have 150 people who's going to be displaced, who can't really go anywhere else because their apartment history and their criminal history. So then where does that leave them? To be homeless. And we're not standing for that. Absolutely not. So I want to leave this message to the Houston Housing Authority. I'm going to drop that hammer of accountability on your behind, because I'm not playing with you. Because, see, that foolishness that y'all got going on, that y'all trying to do to our people, I'm talking about our people, you're going to have a problem. Because at the end of the day, all of a sudden now you want to do it. You actually have Eureka company that's actually coming in to make changes, because guess what? We were here when they were making the changes. We were here when we seen them going through all of these units trying to make these changes now. I can understand if we wasn't, but we seen it in person and in real time.
When was that?
We seen this actually happening about August of 2022, and then we also seen it all the way up until November. Now all of a sudden
this is
it's an
actually
issue
before they ended the contract in January.
Correct.
So the changes were made before, you're saying,
correct.
the contract was terminated.
Correct.
So things were corrected, the issues were fixed to make this place habitable.
Correct.
The city clearly
Correct.
finds it habitable, and here we are.
And guess what? I even held residents that was accountable for them not being straight up with keeping their area intact, right? And you can go to Grizzy Hood News and see that. So my thing is, why all of a sudden now it's an issue? Because when I spoke to one of the city council members, they were saying that this area is full of crime. They were saying that this area needs to be condemned. But my question is this: if this area is full of crime, why didn't you bring extra officers to ensure the safety of these residents? Right? Why didn't you do that? Number two, my issue is this: why all of a sudden now you want to not give them a contract? So who's behind the desk that you behind is what I'm looking for. And that's why I'm going to drop that hammer on, because you're not going to put my people, 150 of them, that's what you're not going to do, and make them homeless. Absolutely not.
From legal woes to legal wows, attorney Allie Booker. If you're in the cooker, call your attorney Allie Booker. See how the last thing.
Are you tired of the rat race in America? Are you ready to visit the motherland to relax and rejuvenate? Are you ready to explore all that Africa has to offer? Then check out the brand new Diversified Game Academy course, Prepare for My First Trip to Africa. Are you worried about being able to afford the trip? We got you. We will show you how to travel either on a budget or as a baller. Learn how to stress the value of the USD. Did you know that 100 United States dollars is worth over 1,000 South African rand, or 10,000 Kenyan shillings, or 54,250 West African CFA? Are you worried about taking your kids? Get the game from Kellen Cash, a bona fide world traveler, having traveled to almost 20 countries, several of those in Africa. Get the game on taking your kids on their first trips. Learn how to find the best tickets, get the visas, and plan your own adventures in Africa. Don't let Eddie Murphy have all the fun. Plan your own coming to Africa trip starring you, produced by you, and featuring you. If you are ready for a life-changing experience, sign up for our course today, Diversified Game Academy. Get prepared and purchase at diversifiedgame.com.